What do you think of when I say book tour? What comes to mind? I am literally making this up as I go along, guys. You can't really do anything else when you're on a boat because so many things can happen that can slow you down. So you can't really make plans set in stone. We've already been delayed because there's a lock closed that we can't get through to London. So it's really lucky that I went with my intuition and just didn't book anything and thought, do you know what, I'm just going to make this up as I go along. So I'm bringing in my Cyprus content from last year that I created while I was out there with my boating. Videos from my book tour that I'm doing now. Isn't it amazing to see the difference between this kind of glamorous look on holiday and the boat life? So I've been doing some painting, guys, on this tour. What I'm painting is inspired by the photography that I've been doing devises to Westminster for Clare's School of Photography, and in particular this misty morning that I went out taking photos, and it was just so beautiful and foggy and misty, and everything looked and felt really, really magical. And I took a bunch of photos, and there's also another morning where there was just this one tree standing in amongst the fog and the mist. So that's what I'm painting here. Please do stay to the end and see how it turns out. You may have noticed that I'm not that much of a salesperson. I'm really good at selling things for other people. Like I got Salesperson of the Year like 4 years over, selling other people's photography that they've done. But can I sell my own? Nope, I just can't do it. I just can't sing my own praises, really. But do you know what? There is something that I can say with absolute conviction. The paintings that I'm painting on this tour, and I'm selling them from the boat, and I'm going to sell them and I'm going to promote them on the channel as well, but I absolutely can say with certainty that they will be worth more than I'm selling them for now. They will absolutely be worth more. And I feel so confident about this that it really makes me want to sell them, because whoever I sell them to is going to have a future blessing. So guys, do your future self a favour and invest in one of my paintings. There'll be more coming up. This is the very first one, and which might even make it even more valuable, if you know what I mean. I'm right at the beginning of this tour when I've painted this picture. It's inspired by Crofton in Wiltshire, UK, and the Pewsey Vale. The Pewsey Vale? I always do this. Valley or Vale? There's two famous ways of saying it, isn't there? Pewsey Vale and Pewsey Valley. Okay, I might cut that bit out because I sound like a complete idiot that doesn't know what I'm on about. Or I might just leave it in. Okay, so anyway, this painting, please stay till the end. It's crazy how it transforms with some white fog and mist at the end here, which is later on in the video, of course. And the content will change in a minute, but it will come back to all the things. So don't go away. Don't click off this video. Guys, can you feel the energy? And that's what I want to talk about today, is the energy in which you do something. It's not even what you're doing that's important. It is important, but it's not what you're doing. It's the energy in which you are doing it. And this, I'm really, really, really feeling into this on the boat while I'm here on this tour, and I'm really appreciating the chance to really get centered in my own space, my own energy, finding my vibe, you know, and really just being me. And this kind of whole thing of the energy in which we do something. So you can be doing something that outwardly looks absolutely amazing from the outside, but inside you're kind of numb or not, you know, you're vibing low and you just can't bring yourself to enjoy it. Maybe you're grieving. You know, maybe something's going on in your life that's just making you really sad or stressed. When you're too stressed to enjoy that thing, or you're angry, or whatever it is that you're feeling. And it's making something that could potentially be an absolute dream or an opportunity of a lifetime is spoiling it, it's tainting it. Or you can be doing the simplest of things with very little belongings, very little but around you, and you can be absolutely, completely content. This is what I want to talk about. This is what I want to shine some light on. And it's the energy in which we do things, and it's self-care, and it's allowing ourselves that space and time to look after ourselves and nourish ourselves and give ourselves what we need. But it's also an energetic thing. It's a vibrational frequency. It's tapping in to this realm, if you like. And that is what I do when I'm painting. And one of the greatest ways to reach higher is to dance. So I often dance when I'm painting. And sometimes I don't know what I'm going to paint when I pick up the paintbrush. And I don't know what's going to come through. And it's coming through me very often. But it will sometimes even come with a message. I'll be painting a message. And I really love that. It's an incredible privilege to be able to tap into a world that we can't necessarily see, but we can feel. We might be able to see evidence of this as a worldly place sometimes, but it's more of a feeling, particularly for me anyway. It's a feeling. Anyway, I'm going to get to work. I'm just going to make a white wash and throw the background further away. This is a really simple, good way to create a little bit of distance in a painting. I'm just going to start by spraying a little bit of water on the canvas. It's completely dry because I did this yesterday, so it's fine. I'd love some feedback on this video. Do you like watching me paint? Should I do more of this? I'm definitely going to do more painting. And interestingly, I realised after I started to edit this video to put it together for you, that I went out taking photos of that morning with a painting in mind, but then I never actually looked at the photos to do the painting. I didn't edit them. That's why I've just shared raw files, because honestly I've got so many photos to share with you. It's crazy. So yes, I didn't really look at it. It was just from memory. So what I might do is actually try a painting and actually look at the photography that has inspired me for the painting a little bit more than I did here. As you can see, I was just having a lot of fun and being rather silly and dancing around and just painting from memory. So it'll be fun to try both. So yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback. And I know maybe to some of you I sound crazy, but can you feel it in this video? Can you feel the infusion of the boat and the journey and the energy and the healing? Seriously, the boat, it's like a capsule, this boat. It's tangible. It's the energy in the boat is completely tangible, and I have been calling in the healing energy. I've been calling in the power, if you like. So I think that's one of the things as well that makes me feel like anything created on the boat is just infused with this beautiful, stunning energy. We can literally tap into somebody else's, not only their emotions, but their sense of like their energy, so that if they're a calm person or a driven person or an excitable person, whatever it is, you can really tap into that energy through connection with that person. And I think that's what I love about YouTube, actually, is that you can choose who you follow and you can choose who you connect with. And it's so important to just be really careful what you absorb. So who's been your greatest influence in your life, and how and why? I'd love to know. And would you like to invite more influences into your life? If you could invite people that would influence you in positive ways, what qualities would that person have? Would they be healthy? Would they be living healthy habits, maybe doing exercise? Somebody that can encourage you, or somebody just being around that person with those positive, healthy habits kind of has a knock-on effect to you, and it rubs off and you start to be more disciplined. Would it be somebody who likes to travel and is a bit more free-spirited? Is it somebody who is dedicated to study and your time in your life when you really want to kind of knuckle down and you're finding it difficult to get focused? Would you like to be influenced by somebody who's super focused? I'd love to hear from you. And just I always like to just be mindful about who I surround myself with, and I think it's really good to just check in every so often and just kind of see how things feel in the relationships, your work relationships, your personal relationships. Are there any boundaries that have kind of, I don't know, got a bit wobbly? Do you need to be on it with your boundaries? Do you need to let somebody in, let somebody closer, perhaps? What is it for you? If you'd like somebody to give you a bit of a nudge to pull out that camera and go for a walk, I'm your person. Get your camera out, get up early, get out in the lovely mist and fog and the sunrise, golden hour, either end of the day, and just go take some pictures just because you want to. And if you'd like to have a look at my painting and potentially purchase it, you can get in touch through my contact page on my website, clairemiddletonphotography.com. The painting will be at the end of this video, which is coming up any minute. Thank you so much for staying with me, guys. You take care, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello again. This video was supposed to go out a few days ago, but our internet on the boat broke. So it gave me a chance to watch it back, and I noticed two things. Firstly, I remember why I didn't look at the photos while I was painting this picture, because I wanted to practice not looking while I'm painting, because I want to do some painting out and about and just look around myself and also be able to paint from my imagination. So it was interesting that I forgot that throughout the video. And also, I think, please let me know what you think, the footage of me painting with just the canvas in the view is better than from further away. What do you guys think? These previous paintings were done inspired by my photography on the Masai Mara, as you can see, and this one is one of my favourites of all of my military art. I've really had an intuitive feeling not to sell any of my military art for all these years. I have let a few of the originals go, but I've mostly got almost the whole set, I guess, and yeah, I really feel like this is the time when things are going to get going in terms of my artistic side. And I'm really excited to see what happens with the military art because, as I say, I felt a pull not to get rid of them. I know that I will know when exactly the right time is, and I can feel some auctions coming on. So stay tuned, guys, don't miss it. It's certainly an interesting journey with a lot of mystery in.